What is up, lads? It's Mr. FIFA here, bringing you the second squad builder that I've done in FIFA 13, and this one again is a really nice squad. There's two main reasons for that. One is the players, and the other is the actual formation. So I think I'll start with the formation, which is the 3-5-2, and this has turned out to be one of my favourite formations of the lot. Now there's quite a good reason for that. You may be wondering, because there's three centre backs, that it's going to be very attacking, and so you're vulnerable to leave gaps open and them to score. However, when you play four at the back, the left and right back get forward loads. Most of them have a high attacking work rate and a medium defence, and because of this attacking AI, they get even further forward. So having three centre backs is actually better than having four defenders, as they always stay back. And yeah, so there's also options, because there's five midfielders, so you pack out the midfield and two strikers, so there's loads of options to go for. So there's left and right mid, two centre mids, a cam and two strikers. The only formation that this sort of kryptonite for this formation, this 3-5-2, is the 4-3-3 and the 4-3-2-1, which isn't as much. But all you have to do is play on defensive, and also just keep the ball in the middle, because five midfielders against three, you obviously are going to win, and you just want to keep the possession in the middle of the park and just go from there, and you'll win. So the record for this team is eight. Well, I've played 9, won 8, and drawn 1, as these have all been in the bronze tournament. So we'll get straight into squad now, and the first player we've got is Woods. He's a keeper from Doncaster. 63 rated. I think he was 200 coins, and yeah, he's been pretty solid. What you want in a keeper. He saves quite a lot of them, and yeah, he's just a pretty solid goalkeeper for 200 coins. Now, the three centre backs, for a three in the back, you want to have two attributes to them. You want them to be tall and quick. So this is what I've gone for. So the first centre back is Hector from Shrewsbury. You'll see he has 73 pace. And now what makes him even better is he's 193 centimetres. That's about 6'1" or 2. So he's obviously going to head the balls out, and it's not going to be very good crossing, as these three centre backs are very tall. Second centre back we've got is Demon. He's in the Empowered Championship for Birmingham, 70 pace, and this guy is 6'1" or 2, so he's got 70 pace. Now you can see that 54 defending isn't very good. However, his pace and his height actually cancels it out, as many people sort of try and do the chip through ball, and that does not work against a team like this. So the final centre back is Mambo, 71 pace, and I think he's the tall. Oh no, he's about 6'2" as well, and I think Hector's 6'4". So Mambo has 71 pace, 64 heading, and 52 defending. Once again, he doesn't have the best of defending, but his height and his pace really do cancel that out. So we'll go into the centre defensive mids. Now you see I haven't converted them into centre defensive mids, as they don't actually need it, as because of the links they get. So we'll start on the left hand side of the centre mid. It's Thompson, 71 pace, and then he's got 63 passing, which is quite good for a bronze. The average is sort of about 55. So what I was looking for in a midfielder was nice passing and sort of dribbling and pace if possible, but passing was the main one. And 63 passing, is a very nice stat, as well as 61 dribbling. So he's like a good playmaker to have there. He just keeps it running and also gets back a lot. The second centre defensive mid is Hall, 70 pace and 62 passing. Now these two work really well together as centre defensive mids. They sort of hold it together at the back, so there are no gaps that are produced in the middle. And the two, so Mambo and Hector, also can go to the right and left mid, as these sort of three centre midfield players and the centre back in the centre, if that makes sense, take out the strikers. So yeah, they work very well together, as well as just keep the play turning and just being a bit unexpected. So at left mid, we've got Harris. Now he's got 85 pace, and that's about it apart from 61 dribbling, but he bombs down the wing. He can pass well and he can shoot. So there's nothing wrong with him. 400 coins isn't much. He hasn't scored any goals for me, but he's had a few shots on target. So yeah, he's a nice player to have. At right mid, we have Worrell. Now, this guy's fantastic. I don't know how many. He scored 2 goals. One of them was an absolute banger from outside the area into the near post. He's got a very powerful shot, as well as 82 pace and 65 dribbling. So he's fantastic right mid. So right mid and left mid, they just bomb down the wing and just provide crosses or passes, whatever need to. Now, one of my favourite players in this team is De Silva. He has 78 pace as well as 68 dribbling, and well, 50 passing isn't good, but he feels a lot better than that. He's also scored, I don't know how many he scored for me. He scored 4 goals, but you can see there he scored 20 goals overall for people. Eight played, 4 goals. He scored a hat trick for me, so he can just turn up with some really nice performances. He's a very good playmaker. You know, he receives the balls off the 2 centre defensive mids and just passes up to the 2 strikers, which are 2 very nice strikers. I'll start with my least favourite, which isn't saying much because he is a fantastic player, Phyllis Kirk. You know, he's only got a 59 rating, however, the 80 pace. You know, people don't say pace matters in Ultimate Team, but it definitely does. You know, he scored 8 goals in 8 for me, so there's nothing wrong with that. You can't complain at that. And he seems to be in the right place at the right time all the time. He's just a sort of goal poacher. And the second striker is my favourite, which is Agard, 82 pace and 55 shooting, which is decent on a bronze. You know, you're looking around the 60s for shooting, but 82 pace is what makes him as well. He has scored 9 in 8 for me, so another fantastic player. So overall, they've scored 17 goals in 8 games for me, so there's nothing wrong with that. This team, like, I think Agard's the most expensive, whereas everyone else is around the 200 to 600 coin mark. So it's a really nice team. I've won one tournament, and then I lost in the final of the other tournament that I played. So you can't go wrong with this team, lads. And if you're struggling for results and wins, try this team out. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's about it for today, lads. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave a like. Give us a comment if there's any more cheap alternatives to these players. I know there's a lot more expensive players, but I see nothing wrong with this team, and if there isn't anything wrong, there's no point in changing it, you know? I could spend a lot on Weston, who's got 90 pace, and those sort of players, but there's no point when you're winning games considerably, as well as having a very decent team. So if you've found any other bronze beasts, then please do comment in the comment section. Also, do subscribe, as I do a road to a million. I'm starting a new trading series, and I want to do a few more squad builders. So apart from that, lads, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.